Shamini and welcome to the very first episode of Nanyang Spectrum for this semester. If you are like me, you may have read this week about the distraught confessions of love on the NTU Confessions Facebook page. Interesting, but have you ever wondered who the people are behind the laptop screen? The ones responsible for bringing these personal accounts to you? Well, all will be revealed as we speak to the admins of NTU Confessions. Also, we learned that NTU has created its own secret weapon, a high-tech vehicle that will definitely impress you. Finally, in Let's Talk, it's still about love as we have the co-director of I Love You Because here in the studio. But first, NTU's shuttle bus system went through an overhaul during the holidays, but feedback shows that students remain dissatisfied. On the flip side, bus drivers are enjoying the change. Reporters Kai Ying and Yvette find out more.
The change in NTU's shuttle bus routes has resulted in many complaints by students when they returned to campus last month. These complaints include the inconvenience caused by removing 6 bus stops from the original routes. But according to bus drivers, these changes were done for good reasons.
Because the frequency is very fast, firstly. Secondly, nowadays we don't saw any student running over. They never switch to the other bus stop. And thirdly, there's no more tailgate. Bus go together.
Other than changes in bus routes, a bus depot was also set up.
We set up a bus depot at the Chinese Heritage Centre. It's actually meant to regulate the bus driver's schedule and to also allow them to have more fixed rest times.
Even with the positive changes for bus drivers, students still see no improvements in their service.
The last I took a bus, I was carrying food to bring to school and the bus driver scolded me for bringing food on board even though I was not eating on board. So I would not say that they have become more polite. I think in general NTU's bus drivers have not a great service attitude. I've been on buses where they're using their phones and this sort of thing. So I think there's a lot that can be done about the bus driver's attitude.
In response to criticism, bus drivers are willing to improve their service.
我们尽量改我们自己，这样来配合新一代，就是这样哦。
According to the student union, the university is not planning to change the routes anytime soon. Reported by Liu Kai-Ying for Spectrum TV.
Created in February this year, anonymity through NTU Confessions has given students the freedom to spill their secrets. Currently, it has more than 14,000 likes since its launch. But has it lost its appeal? How long will it last? Stay tuned as for the first time ever, we have an exclusive interview with the mysterious admins on tape.
NTU Confessions is a page set up on popular social network Facebook for students to bear it all anonymously. It was a hype when it started in February. Daily confessions are still posted, and with a vast range of confessions, what are the students' opinions on this? We have 2 students who may be very good friends, but both have different opinions on how they perceive the NTU Confessions page. Have you heard of NTU Confessions?
Yes, I have.
Yep.
Do you visit that website frequently?
Once in a while.
Not really.
Well, it's fun to read about stuff that's going on around in school. Everyday life of NTU students, I guess.
Because I find it quite a waste of time because like you are busy with other activities besides focusing on just that website. So might as well just live on with life and don't continue with that stuff.
The latest one that I read was about this guy who confessed to the girl that he likes in front of everyone, but he got rejected in front of everyone. Yeah, as in the girl rejected him.
That is sad.
There.
This page has been up since the beginning of this year and has been consistently updating its confessions. We have asked some students on their opinions for this and if they think that this page will sustain.
Basically, it will sustain in the long run because people graduate and people enter the school each year, and these things will definitely sustain.
Yes, I think so. Because people actually are frank online and they are hiding behind sort of a face. So they are more inclined to, speak whatever they feel.
These kind of things die out after a while, so I don't think it will last.
So I guess it wouldn't exactly sustain in that sense.
The long-term sustainability of this Facebook page is also an issue that the page admins grapple with. They agreed to be interviewed by our reporters, but prefer to remain anonymous to avoid personal attacks by potential critics of the page. Another reason they wish to remain anonymous is because this page was set up as a platform for students to express themselves, rather than to promote the admin's personal views.
Actually it can be sustained, just that it has its peaks and its downs as usual, like any other thing. So now it's picking up is because of the freshies sending in love confessions, which actually started this whole thing. So at least for a few years running, I can see it going up and down, up and down. So I guess it can be sustained. To the fans, thank you for actually tolerating me for the last 7 months, because I know that I'm not the perfect admin. And yeah, thanks for actually hanging out with me and actually complimenting me, because I see some of your comments. Thank you so much. To the haters, well, as they say, haters gotta hate.
A group of students in the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering have come up with a high-tech device called an unmanned ground reconnaissance vehicle. Reporter Tian Liting tell us more.
NTU Electrical and Electronic Engineering, all students in their senior years will be involved in a design and innovation project. In particular, students are required to form in groups of 10, and as a group, they are challenged to come up with an innovative project with the knowledge they have learned. Today, we will be interviewing a very special group that have challenged themselves to create an unmanned vehicle.
Okay, back in the days, in my army days, I handled a unmanned ground reconnaissance vehicle before. So I felt that certain parts of it was lacking. So my group and I, we decided to embark on this project.
The vehicle can be controlled by pressing the navigation buttons on the computer keyboard. The project made use of Bluetooth technology that enables two-way communication between the computer and the vehicle hardware. Furthermore, as the vehicle is based on a model tank, it is able to overcome uneven terrain.
Okay, basically, our project consists of 3 components. The first part is the hardware portion, which is the tank, and it is incorporated with the microprocessor. Secondly will be the software, which is a Bluetooth-enabled laptop. And lastly will be a Bluetooth module, which is the medium. Okay, so basically our project is like this. The software, which will be having a program, which we will send through the program, through the medium, after that to the hardware, which is the microprocessor. The microprocessor will receive whatever information that's been sent by the software, and after that, it will be reflected out on the direction or movement which is being sent through by the laptop. So basically, this is how.
You may have heard of the popular musical Cats or Phantom of the Opera, and if not, you most likely would recognize some of the songs. In Let's Talk today, we meet the Paparazzi musical co-director ready to showcase our own musical here at NTU.
It's not easy directing a musical, and my guest knows all about that. Liana has been directing this annual Wee Kim Wee School musical production for nearly a year. Hi Liana, so can you tell me a little on what we're going to see from the musical?
This year's production, first of all, is titled I Love You Because, and it is a romantic comedy. So from there, what you can expect from this year's production is a lot of playful banter on stage. You have a lot of very tongue-in-cheek songs, a lot of very playful songs, and at the same time, a lot of very heartwarming songs that we hope will really tug at your heartstrings. Because, this year's production, the main theme overarching the entire thing is love, and love is a very universal experience. And we hope that through this musical, we will be able to reach out to the different experiences that people have in love. A lot of the songs, a lot of the experiences in the production, in the show, they showcase different sides of love that people, we hope, have gone through. Things like perhaps getting over an ex-lover, or perhaps moving on, or like being hesitant whenever somebody comes to you and professes their love to you. So besides that, this year we have an amazing cast. They're very talented. We have a full ensemble of about 11 people. We have 6 cast members. 6 cast members, 11 ensemble members, and they've all been practicing very, very hard. We've been preparing for about, if I'm not wrong, about 6 months now. We had about 3 to 4 months of preparation, and then 6 months of really working into the whole thing.
We also have a full live band that will be there on production day itself. So it's really exciting, just getting everything together and piecing it together and really showing the world what we have. And we hope that I Love You Because will really be able to touch the audience and that people will be able to laugh along with us during the show.
Any difficulties that you faced being a co-director?
Well, first of all, as I mentioned earlier on, we have a lot of people who are on board this production. And during the holidays, because we started work on it during the holidays, like it was really intensive during the holidays. It wasn't as bad getting everybody together to practice together for the show, but now that school has started and everything, everybody has different timetables, different schedules, and it's really difficult just getting people to come together during practice dates. But now that it's about 1 week, slightly more than 1 week to show day. Everybody's really putting everything in and committing as much as their time in. So for that, we are really thankful. Besides that, we're also working with a lot of people who are inexperienced in theatre, inexperienced in even just singing. A lot of the people, not a lot, we have certain members who have not even sung before in their lives, and working from them at the start was a challenge because it's not easy, grooming people and really teaching them new things for them to be able to do several months later on. But it has been very rewarding because we're starting to see all our efforts pay off, and they are matching up to the challenge, and they are really fulfilling what they have to be, what we need of them in this musical. And that was a really huge challenge that we were worried about at the start of this whole thing, but now it's really coming together really nicely, and yeah.
Alright, that's great news. So can you just share with me, is there any interesting things that happened during this past months?
Well, on the creative side, we have had a lot of breakthroughs. We have sessions with the cast, with the ensemble, the band, and everyone together, and it's always very heartening, to see moments whereby we see the cast and we see the ensemble, we're like, yes, they got it, like yes, they got it, like we listen and okay, yes, they got it. And these small moments, they really, it really, you can't really describe how it makes you feel. It's just like, oh my gosh, yes, okay, like this has been what we've been preparing for all these months, and now they're getting it, now they got it. Those are small miracles that we have on the creative side. Whereas on the other side, on the production team side, on the admin side, the publicity wise and everything, I think that it's been amazing because we managed to secure quite a lot of sponsors, and we have quite a lot of hype being built up around paparazzi, and that's something that we at the beginning we hoped that would happen, and now that it's happening, we're just like, wow, okay, it's a different thing, when you're preparing for something, when you're expecting something, when you want something, and when it actually happens, you're just like, okay, yeah, we did it. Because this whole production itself is really huge, in compared to previous years. I think we are really going bigger, like we are really stretching like crazy for this one. And it was a huge risk and a huge challenge, but we decided to undertake it, and for us to be able to see that we can do this, that's really, that's an accomplishment on our part.
Thanks so much, Liana. And if you haven't bought tickets to watch I Love You Because, get them before October 4th and 5th.
We have come to the end of our first episode. We hope you enjoyed today's lineup. Be sure to catch the next few episodes of Nanyang Spectrum. Goodbye.